So when it comes to getting the point blank kills on the Jackal PDW submachine gun, the ASG 89 shotgun, and the GPMG7 LMG, the submachine gun and shotgun are incredibly easy. They're literally designed to be up close and personal in point blank range, and you shouldn't have too much trouble with these two. As long as you build them a bit for hip fire and movement speed, you should be pretty good. When it comes to GPMG LMG, the final LMG in the list, this thing was an absolute nightmare. This thing is not meant to be up close and personal. It is not got a good sprinter fire or a fire rate or a good hip fire or anything really to be up close and personal. I pretty much lost every single 1v1 when I came up against someone that was facing me. However, if this thing is built right and you play properly, the point blank kills aren't that hard. So first we'll go through the build for the class and the weapon, and then we'll get into the best tactics and best spots to get these point blank kills. So when you're building the weapon, I pretty much always went for hip fire, as the way I was playing as I'd sit in a spot where people would be running through and I just hip fire. And when you're hip firing, you still have the movement speed to keep up with people that are running through. So I'd use the vertical foregrip. This just helps out a little bit with that vertical recoil. The extended mag, it didn't really matter. It just gives it 75 rounds as opposed to 50. It doesn't have any cons towards your sprinter fire or your movement speed. For the rear grip, we've got sprinter fire speed, so we can fire as quick as possible. For the stock, this just helps with our movement speed, strafing movement speed, and hip fire movement speed, which is a big one. And for the laser, we've got the steady aim laser to help out with that hip fire spread. As for this class, you can take whatever tacticals, lethals you want. I'd recommend taking the scrambler, as this can save you when people are looking for you, especially if you're sitting in a corner. You want to stay off their minimap so they don't know you're there. I took Ghost to try and help as well with that. When you don't have the scrambler up, hopefully you don't get seen on the minimap so you can be hidden. As for perk 2 and 3, these didn't really matter. I just did it to get the specialist recon, which kind of helps out because you don't leave enemy death skulls when you kill enemies. And as for the wild cards, completely up to you. This one didn't really matter as well. You could chuck more attachments, but none of them are going to really help for hip fire kills. Probably the best option would be taking perk greed, and you could chuck ninja on as well, so you've got silent footsteps. This video is helping you out. Make sure you hit that like button. It really helps out. As for what game modes you want to be playing, you want to be playing small maps so you can get up close and personal people. Generally something with a building you can hide in. So Nuketown 24/7's perfect, Stakeout's perfect, or Face Off Mosh Pit, if they bring that back, is also perfect. Anything with a small map that there'll be a lot of traffic up close, because you want to get this done as quick as possible. As for the Jackal and the ASG, it didn't really matter too much how you build them, but I definitely build for sprinter fire speed, hip fire spread, and movement speed, as the best way to get these point blank I found is just hip firing and moving out of the way, as hopefully they'll miss some shots on you and you don't miss shots on them. But again, it was super easy with the Jackal and the ASG. You shouldn't have to worry too much. As for the method I used to get these point blank kills, I generally sat around doorways or sat in high traffic areas where I could hide behind a wall or something where people would be running through past me, and I'd jump down and sneak up behind them and get them point blank kills, because in order to get a point blank kill, you have to be within melee range. So you need to be very close, say within a meter of someone. I generally just found that pretty much if my barrel wasn't right on their body almost, I wouldn't get the point blank kill. So you need to be right up close and personal to them to get a point blank kill, especially with the shotguns. But the LMG seemed to have a little bit of leeway where you could be a little bit further away. However, the best method I found was sitting in spots, sitting in doorways, behind doorways. Always make sure you're standing up so that you can move quicker and keep up with them if they sprint through or slide through the doorway. But sit behind walls of high traffic areas. If you can find a little nook where you know people are going to run past and they won't notice you, sit there, and then as soon as you see someone run past, you get up as close as you can to them, put your weapon on them, and fire. This could be done pretty easily in hardcore, as you don't have to worry about getting multiple hits on them or risking them sliding away once they get shot. However, when you do take the shot, you want to make sure that you're right up and close. That's about all there is to it. Point blank's pretty easy. Good luck with it. This video helped you out. Make sure you hit that sub button. It really helps me out, and I've got a lot of guides coming. Catch you in the next one. Peace. How was that not point blank? I was literally had my barrel in his butthole, and they said it's not point blank. I had my barrel in his butthole. Nah, not point blank enough. You gotta be closer. This